The best healthcare is there in ways big and small. There when we most and least expect it. We may not see it, but we feel it. It lets us know we're not in this alone. Everyone deserves a healthcare partner who never quits. One who's there for what matters. United Healthcare. There for what matters.
It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These JET Setting Divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jeanette.
Hey, I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the JET Setting Divas. Hey, ladies.
Hello.
What's going on in the world of travel?
Nothing but the heat
Woo!
down here in the South.
I don't know how we going to do this. Have y'all ever seen 105, 107? I was in Vegas, 117. I don't never remember
It's
getting,
horrible.
they be talking about triple digits. I ain't never seen the triple digits get past 100.
Right. It
No,
is
you
bad.
haven't.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Like we gotta travel and go to some cooler areas or go, visit
Yes.
some swimming pools, or something.
Yes, because I'm here to tell you that.
Or even hot, Yvette. We went to Houston. Swimming pools are even hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because the concrete is hot. So you got to think
no.
about, you want the sun to
can't walk on
burn
the
you?
concrete. Nope.
Huh?
You have to wear your shoes to the pool and then kick them off at the pool and then get in the pool.
Oh, girl, look, I'm getting in the pool with my shoes, because I'm sure the bottom of them pools hot too.
And the regular pool is now a jacuzzi.
I mean, just imagine, you get in there and the cool pool is all heated all day long. 100 degrees is enough to change the temperature like every hour, like three degrees. So, I mean, I could imagine the pools are some little saunas, hot tubs. Girl.
What about, did y'all see where this plane was going somewhere and it had to wait on the runway for some reason? I don't know why, for like 3 hours.
The air condition broke.
Air conditioning. Did y'all see that?
Yes, and
Crazy.
that was crazy. And I'm telling you, I don't think that people can prepare. In the wintertime they can do all that de-icing, but in the heat, they tell you stuff like raise the shades up. No, for takeoff, y'all need to make it as cool as possible. So I don't know what happened on that plane. I don't know if something got burned, from the heat. I don't know.
Really know. I do know. I have been on some airplanes before, and they tell everybody to close the windows, close the shades, because they're trying to keep the plane cool. I see them doing that. This particular
for landing, for takeoff, they want the windows open sometimes.
Yeah, but this particular plane did not have air conditioning running. And for some reason.
Where was it at? What location?
I can't remember.
It must have been somewhere south, because remember we were on a flight like this where we had to sit on the airlines, but we were in Seattle.
3 hours, 3 hours.
But this particular plane
we were burning up.
I don't know if you saw it, Jeanette, but people started passing
out.
They started passing out on a plane.
It was a Delta flight. I think it was a Delta. It was a Delta Airlines flight.
And
Where
they
were they
had to
at though?
go and
They were
taxi
somewhere
back to
down
the gate.
south, weren't they?
They were
Yeah,
what?
they were just
They had to
taxiing
be
too,
somewhere
weren't
down south.
No, I think they had sat there for like 3 hours, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
I thought they had backed away, and for like they didn't like taxi, they like backed away, like they were getting ready to take off, and they
For,
were just sitting there.
for some reason, they couldn't take off, and
The
that's
wheels was
why.
probably burned. I bet those wheels was all on fire. You know, your wheels on concrete. The wheels, you know, all that rubber and plastic, it probably all melted together. I'm telling, and just think about it. They got to go up 35,000 feet. Shoot, I could just imagine that they probably what happened from that flight that came in. They probably touched the damn sun.
I don't even
Do
know, but I
you
know
all
people.
remember we were on a flight like that this time? A
Yes,
little earlier last year, we were in Seattle and it was
but it wasn't
cooler and
hot.
it was dreary. And we sat out on the runway for 3 hours.
Yeah, you said that. You said that already. Yeah.
How did we handle that situation? I mean, I know I was just sitting there just reading a book and looking on my phone
It
at
was
things.
comfortable. It wasn't like
Yeah.
this
Yeah, because
situation.
it had the air, because it wasn't hot.
Yeah.
I think they just didn't have snacks and stuff like that. And I don't know if could we get up? I don't know. It seemed like it was something where you couldn't get up out your seat as well for those 3 hours.
The people wanted to get off. We couldn't get
Yeah.
off the plane. We couldn't get off.
But I tell you, that
Yeah.
was some crazy stuff. But I tell you, that time that person took a sleeping pill because they didn't want to, and they fell asleep. Well, and then the plane couldn't move. So we trying to get off the plane, and the person dead asleep.
Oh Lord, somebody that was sitting next to you.
So next to me, and I had to climb over them, and they was trying to wake that person up, and it was me and me and another lady had to climb over the person, but it was a guy, and he was like, I'm scared to fly, I don't like flying, so I took some sleeping pills, and then he got on a plane, and you
Oh
don't
my
think
God.
about what happens if you got to get back off the plane, but that dude was in straight up. He was in the whatever level of sleep that he was snoring almost.
Well, he
Try
should
to
have took
wake
half.
back
It
up, wake
depends on how long the flight is. He should have took
Yeah,
half of that pill.
yeah, because I'm telling you, because it was like, how you take a little while, and it takes them sometime a while to say, hey, you know what, something wrong. We all got to get off. So I think it took like 45 minutes, and by that 45 minutes, that man was deep in
Miss
sleep.
Tina, you
So
didn't try to help him off. You
girl,
just said,
my ass, I was in the middle seat. I had to stand up on the seat, try to climb over him. I thought I could climb over the seat, which was funny as hell, and that didn't work out. I tried to climb over the seat in front of me, and I couldn't even get my leg over it. So then I tried to climb over him, and the flight attendant helping me. Then we had to help the other lady, and we got off of that. But I'm just saying things like that because some people they prepare to get on a flight. You can't go get on a flight thinking we all seated and we ready to go, and now all of a sudden the air conditioning don't work.
Right. That's crazy. Like
Girl.
I don't. It's too hot right now to fly on a plane where the air condition is not working. Okay,
Yes. I
you
mean,
can't fly on a plane where the AC is not working.
and I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
you're thinking about your cool destination. Are you going to tropics? Or you going to the Caribbean or someplace nice and where you can get and you got to deal with this. Just imagine the delay. You done messed up my vacation now.
Hey, I was asking you all because we're looking forward to taking a trip real soon, up in the Northwest, and we were looking at Airbnbs, and a lot of the homes do not have air conditioning, and I
Girl.
had a concern about it because I'm like, okay, wait a minute, they don't have an air conditioner. I know the climate is different. We're in Texas. We gotta have some air conditioning.
Yeah, I think that's I'm in Texas, but I lived definitely north mid westish, and they don't have air conditioning. My first home when I lived in Colorado did not even have air conditioning at all. I mean, totally built without air conditioning, and they have fans and ceiling fans and window fans and
Hmm.
swamp coolers and things like that you could buy. But when you come from Texas and you go to places they don't need it because at the nights they get down to 50 degrees, so they figure you raise the windows up. You
that's
know.
So
exactly what's
yeah,
happening. Yvette, we're going to Seattle, and in Seattle, I've already looked at the temperature. The highs are in the 70s, the lows are in the low 50s. We may even get to the high 40s. So honestly, we all need to take a jacket for this trip. We all
No,
do.
okay. No,
yeah.
that's
Well,
that's
when you
good.
go at night,
West Coast
you
line,
probably
Jet
will
West
need to.
line
Yeah,
to round
yeah.
two.
That was a concern because we have a lot of humidity here, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure this is going to be next month in August,
August.
and so I think we'll be pretty good. I just really
Yeah.
didn't know because
Yeah,
we've
because
been there before, but not at this time of year.
yeah, and
So I really
I know
didn't know.
my daughter is in LA, and it is heat wave like, so when you think west, you thinking they getting something, similar to what we're getting here down south. But I guess
Mhm.
going up north, you're getting that northern exposure
Oh
and wind. And I'm
yeah,
hoping, we definitely, just pay attention to that, because I'm telling you, girl, we of women, we can't be hot. So we gonna
yep,
hopefully they got a
nope,
pool, a
nope.
body of water, some something. We're gonna have to cold wine. We're gonna have to have cold wine. We're gonna have, give us some,
Of
go
course.
buy some dry ice, throw that dry ice out there, let that.
I was like, as a Prozac. But Tina, you remember we went to California, LA a few years ago in September, and it was it was 100
Oh,
degrees.
it was 100 degrees, and I mean unbearable 100.
Yeah.
So if the low, but the and in LA the lows go down to like 50, 60 as well. But the days are hot. But I'm hoping that we'll get that
I think up
Alaska,
north,
because we're close to Alaska and all of them. And I think Alaska's in
Mhm.
their dark season now. I think right now. So hopefully we get some coolness,
I think we'll
and the
be
days, long as we're not directly in the sun, I think we're gonna be all right.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna go up to Canada
Yeah.
also, Vancouver. So I think I think
Yes.
it's, I think it's going to be a little chillier
I,
than
the,
Seattle, a little
That's
bit,
what I
although
think
it's
when
yeah.
not
we take
far.
our jackets. I think we
Yeah.
do that and long sleeve shirts. That's what I'm starting to look for long sleeve shirts for this
Yeah.
trip.
You think
'Cause
you're
I,
Yeah.
gonna need look now in the
There may be
daytime? You
something
need
thin, not nothing heavy,
yeah.
because it's probably more of just something to cover your arms, not to. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. I
and
don't think I'm.
in the evenings like this time, it's seeing like in the low 60s, high
It
50s.
ain't, yeah, but
We
the low 60s with no, if it's no wind or humidity, it's gonna be totally
yeah.
different. Yeah, so I think just like if you want to wear sleeves, I think you'll be fine. But I don't think we're gonna have problems if we have short sleeve
Yeah.
shirts on.
What else is going
Yeah,
on in the world of
So
travel?
so the concept is here when you're traveling, please check the weather
check
and
the
see
weather.
what the temperature is gonna be because you have to pack accordingly
Hmm.
and you just gotta be able to figure it out.
Yeah, and one good thing is like our Alexas and Google, all these different things, they are saying extreme heat. So if you're looking on your phone and
Yeah.
you put in the city, it's gonna say extreme heat or things like that. So you can definitely, and I love the fact that now they give you a 10-day forecast. So you go look up something, you
Yeah.
get 10 days. So that's a plus too. So you're not just looking at the weekend. You can look and see, oh, it's hot, and and hey, if you know somebody in that region, that area, or you chatting with somebody, say, how's the weather? That needs to be a constant conversation, because some people may be like, oh, it's not that hot, but then you get out there and it's burning up hot, and if we don't know, 40 degrees may feel like 80. I don't know.
Now you got to go and buy a whole new wardrobe.
Wardrobe.
And now what you going to do with now you can't even pack those clothes into your current suitcase. Like, it's
So,
all kind
ladies,
of
we need
things
to
you
be
got to think
flexible.
about.
We need to
Yeah.
be flexible on this trip, this new Jet West Wine tour. We need to be flexible and bring short sleeves and long sleeves and maybe a light jacket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the most part we really good at packing, but I think
Yeah.
having a variety is always good. I don't think we need sweatshirts and big coats, but I
No.
definitely believe that a light jacket, and you don't have to bring a lot. You can bring one nice light jacket that is universal.
Hmm.
You can
Right.
wear day or night, and then you can kind of go from there,
Mhm.
because you don't want to start packing all long sleeves. I don't think that's necessary either.
No.
Yes,
No.
yeah. So
Short
yeah.
sleeves would be fine. A little light jacket, sweater, or thin little whatever for the evenings, I think will be good.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
What would you have done if you were just stuck on a plane with no air condition for 3 hours?
I
What you
can't
have had in your
understand
bag?
was
Oh,
people not saying anything. I can't
I,
believe nobody was like saying like,
oh,
why are
yeah,
we
I know
doing
people were
this?
saying things. I know people were saying things. But I mean, what would you pack? Like, make sure you have your fan, your hand fan, or
I
make
mean, why
sure
would
you
you?
have.
No, I wouldn't because you don't expect a plane to be hot.
But
Yeah.
one thing I will tell you, I do at the airport a lot of times. This is one of my travel hacks. Before I get on the plane, I always get a bottle of water while
A
I'm in.
bottle of water. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's more expensive while you're in the airport, but just think about it. If I was on that plane, I would have at least been hydrated. I wouldn't have passed out. So always get a travel hack. Always get a cold bottle of water at the airport before you get on the plane.
You
Because
do
you never
know
know
that
what's
you
gonna
can
happen.
you can take a bottle of water and freeze it,
Yeah.
Yes.
and you can
Yeah.
as long
That's
as
what I
it's
was gonna say.
frozen, you can bring it through.
Through security, you can through your security
Yeah,
because it's
as
considered a
long as it's
solid.
frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
you can
that's another. So you can
also
bring that from home.
bring an empty container, because in the
Yeah.
airports there are water dispensers that
Hmm.
where you can fill up an empty container.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
See, those are good, some good ideas and some good travel hacks. That's been
on
like
the
something that
Just,
we
on the
could
plane.
just
definitely
as
do.
long as you stay hydrated, then you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, those are some good, great tips because I think some people don't know that you can do those things like freeze a bottle or bring an empty,
Hmm.
cantina or one of your water bottles and just when you get on the other side of security, go to one of those little filter and a lot of it is filtered water and
Yeah.
you just load it up
Yeah.
and get on the plane.
Hmm.
Those are some good hacks because I think 3 hours, no snacks. I mean, some people don't want to drink water because they don't want to have to get up and go to the
They don't want,
restroom. So,
right, right.
so that's another
I
thing. So,
That's me.
And
I
I
don't
yes,
like
want to
to,
drink too
I
much
like
because
to
I don't
snack.
want to go to the restroom.
And I
yeah.
like to snack. So I always usually when I get to the airport, if I'm not coming from home, if I'm flying from out of another city, coming back home, I'll get a water bottle and I'll get a little snack. And that
Yeah, and
way,
what would you do if your plane didn't have like plugs so you can do your phone? So think 3 hours. Some
yeah,
people phone if they didn't charge it before they
Oh,
got
I
in
have.
good,
you
Oh,
gotta
it
have
would
a
you know,
go.
battery pack.
we
Tina,
travel with our
travel
portable
hack battery pack.
chargers. Yeah, battery
Yeah,
pack, portable chargers. Yeah, you have.
good,
I
oh,
have to
good
have that.
information.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Because you don't think about 3 hours. You can't just sit on your phone and watch a movie. You can't sit on your phone and just play video games or do whatever games you play. You got to,
listen to
conserve your
music.
battery or like y'all said, have that battery pack because you don't want to get off of the plane and not know where what rental car company you're going to or what hotel you're going to because you got to sit and charge your battery. But it's just
Right.
crazy. Those are the things I don't think the airlines understand. Our time. That's why we paid this money because our time is important to us. They may be missing an event, and also insurance. Because what if you missed an event? Now,
Yeah.
let's see. There you go. But this has been some good information. But I tell you, you got to stay hydrated and make sure that you are well prepared for the heat. Especially people that are going out to these amusement parks. I've been hearing about people at amusement parks and at the park just passing out. You can
Yeah.
hydrate yourself 24 hours before. Just drink water and get your body fully hydrated if you're going to go out to one of those amusement parks. Because that beaming sun is no joke.
Yep.
Well,
It's
ladies,
not.
I think we've given our listeners many examples of how to stay hydrated. We've given them travel hacks to where if you were on a plane like we saw this week where you weren't able to leave and you were dehydrated, we've given you many travel hacks of how to stay hydrated and
Awesome.
keep well.
Yes, awesome. I guess until next time, ladies.
Yep. Well, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas.
Please go to our social media platforms and follow Jet Setting Divas.
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
Hi, I'm Shaletta Brundage. I'm a media personality, podcaster, and a business owner. But my most important role is mom. 3 of my beautiful kids have been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. When I didn't know who to trust or where to turn, I found ACRA. ACRA provides home care services to families all over Minnesota. The care is not one size fits all. They know each one of my kids is unique. They listen to what resources we needed and what's best for our family. I've seen my kids grow and thrive with ACRA's in-home care. While autism is the most common diagnosis among ACRA clients, ACRA offers personalized in-home care services for people with disabilities, chronic illnesses, behavioral diagnosis, and mental illness. They work with children, adolescents, and older folks too. Find out more about ACRA at their website, acrahomecare.org. ACRA helps me provide my kids with a better quality of life. They can do it for your family too.
COVID-19 is still circulating out there in our community, and it still presents a real danger for those at higher risk. You can do your part to protect the most vulnerable. That's older folks, those who are immunocompromised or have certain lung, heart, and other chronic conditions, and people who are pregnant or have just given birth. Consider getting tested before spending time with these folks or wearing a mask when you're in close contact around them. Show you care by taking care.
The cultural districts of Minneapolis revel in the motto of every neighborhood having its own flavor. Whether that's Sabor Latino in Holy Land over in Northeast Minneapolis on Central Avenue, Baracala Restaurant and the Cedar Cultural Center over in the Cedar Riverside neighborhood, or even Mercado Central in Los Ocampo over on Lake Street. And these cultural districts help Minneapolis stay a city on the bubble, changing and relevant, today and for years to come.
Children's Minnesota, the leader in specialized healthcare for kids, is here to raise awareness, standards, the bar, the stakes, the question, the curtain. On raising kids' health to the highest priority, kids need equal access to healthcare, more pediatric expertise, a voice for change. Kids need us, all of us. So let's raise them up. Children's Minnesota, the kid experts.
Do you worry that lead-based paint in your older home might be dangerous to your children or kids who visit you? Well, Hennepin County put those fears to rest. Hennepin County offers free lead tests and home assessments. If they find anything, eligible homeowners and landlords can receive up to $15,000 for work on the home, including new windows. The government banned lead-based paint 45 years ago when it was discovered that lead poisoning can affect development and cause permanent damage in young children. But 75% of those homes built before 1978 still contain some lead-based paint. As the paint degrades, it can make dust that little kids ingest when they're crawling and putting things in their mouths. So make sure your home is safe and hazard-free. Learn about testing and that $15,000 grant at hennepin.us/lead control. That's hennepin.us/lead control.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast-quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.